So, what do we do? Can I fall down? Oh, I just like rooms. Okay.
Hello and welcome, heroes, to Games Not Over, a place where we like to remind everyone that they are heroes. Now, this man right here is Trevor. He is sadly our protagonist on our adventures together. But without further delay, let us begin our journey together with this next chapter.
Hello, heroes, and welcome to Games Not Over. Our adventure today will take us into the Stanley Parable. Now, I don't know if you guys have heard of the Stanley Parable. It's kind of an older-ish game. I can't remember the exact year offhand. Maybe it'll appear right here in my hand, so then it'll be on hand, not off hand. Funny. But to continue with the whole Stanley Parable thing, it's a game where there's like supposedly a narrator, and he tells you things to do, and it's up to you to choose to be a sheep and follow the direction he tells you to go, or to be a bad sheep and go a different direction. A bad sheep. But we're just gonna get right into this and be corrupted by the game or whatever. Hopefully not really corrupted, but you know, you know me. So let's go! Whoa, I just got flipped. You see me? I just moved to the other side of the screen.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
Okay.
Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Well, as long as you're happy, I guess. Do it.
One day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Oh, it's not a cut. I don't think it's, yeah, it's not a cutscene anymore. Oops. Okay, so we got our desk. We got our phone. We grab things. Someone's typing something.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked,
Oh, turned it off.
he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
I like this narrator's
Stanley
voice.
went around touching every little thing in the office. It didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Oh, I'm already gonna. I think I'm gonna like this game, you guys. It's like sarcastic, witty Englishman. I actually don't know his accent. Don't make fun of me. Okay, let's just keep moving. Ooh, that laptop's on. Looks like someone was chatting with someone. Ooh, chatty, who you talking to? Yeah, there's nothing.
Stanley clicked on literally every single because he doesn't pick up well on cues from his environment.
Oh, turn that off. We're gonna try to click everything we can. Fuck. I hate Mondays. Me too, Mug, me too. Preach, Mug! Oh? No? Doors! Open up! I need to sell you something!
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Oh, okay, so here... I think here is our chance to go stray away from what he wants us to do. So... what do we do? What choices do we make? Left or right or left? I don't know! There's a plan! You're gonna go to the cubicle area. Okay, hear me out. We can go the drawer area, or we could go plant. Wait with the chairs, or do nothing and be free. Let's be free.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Oh yeah, I want to admire an employee lounge. It's a top quality employee lounge. I want to check that out. Check it out, yeah. Everyone just leaves their computers on, wasting the electricity. Don't get me started, okay? Don't do it. Electricity wasters. Let's see. Ooh, no. Oh, you can crouch.
It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in. Yes, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
It's a nice chair. Look at that. Look at that texture. Ooh, that's a leaf with water droplets on it, and that's an ocean. Poor quality.
Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy, poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left.
This isn't creepy for me to appreciate a room. I just like rooms. Okay.
Stanley sat around waiting for more dialogue, but when a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
Is it? Let's just keep moving.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
First open. You know what? We make our own journey, so let's not listen to him.
Stanley was so bad
blueprints.
at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Oh dang, this looks kind of spooky. Getting the goose pimples. So are there a lot of things I can interact with? Or is this game just like a walk simulator? Oh,
Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot.
can I fall down?
I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not.
Oh!
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
What just happened? Did I just kill myself? Don't do that! I thought there'd be a border or something to prevent me from falling. What did I do? But alas, we must move on. So we died. We done died. So let's go left. So we don't reenact that again. I guess. Yes, left. You didn't say anything this time. I'm really hoping one of these doors just opens.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Hmm.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
How to solve a dispute with a coworker. Let it ball up inside you, take it out passive-aggressively on other coworkers, resent coworkers for not supporting your way of thinking or something like that. I don't know. Ooh. Math. Yep, makes sense to me as a mathematician as I am. It added up because I know math. Broom closet. Ooh, that door just like pushed me around.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Really nothing here. Ooh, wrench. We've thrown a wrench into the narrator's plan.
No path to follow, just an empty broom closet. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Let's go downstairs. We're rebels. Ooh, it's getting all red. This is my corner now. I'm all snuggled under the stairs. No one will find me. My new friend is Red Light. I will call him Wilfred. How you doing over there, Wilfred? You look very radiating tonight. Oh, I made you blush. It's okay, Wilfred. It's okay. Wilfred's pointless. Gosh dang it, I knew I shouldn't have trusted Wilfred. Ooh, 2 Wilfreds.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished.
That's
his
true.
boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley.
Ooh, some spill.
He thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down?
Oh.
Doors closed automatically behind him wherever he went.
Oh.
And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't
that makes sense.
He wasn't crazy after all.
No.
He thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons.
Yeah.
I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently fly. Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical star field, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking?
Yeah.
The voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he found it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams,
Yeah.
the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he was certain beyond a doubt that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove
What is going on?
that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the
Ooh.
mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish
Yeah.
it to be over.
Wake up.
Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine.
What's going on?
I am okay.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone wake me up. My name is Stanley. I'm the boss. I have an office. I am real. Please just...
Oh, it's getting red.
Real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice?
What is going on?
And everything went black. This is the story of a woman named Mariella. Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy, this much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself
This
how
guy right
lucky
here.
she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
What is this game? I feel like I went insane watching and going through that. Like my brain is palpitating. Like, you know what I'm saying? No, but that was weird though. I'm completely honest. That was crazy.